Binance CEO CZ to plead guilty to federal charges, steps down. Where's he at? Here we go. Binance CEO has pleaded guilty to federal charge and stepped down as a part of a $4.3 billion settlement with the Department of Justice, resulting in a multi-year investigation to the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange. Z expressed responsibility. What happened?
No, just ready to talk.
Responsibility. I have made mistakes. The joint effort by the Department of Justice and Commodity Futures Trade Commission and the Treasury Department found that Binance allowed illicit transactions, including those supporting terrorism and illegal narcotics, and failed to implement anti-money laundering controls. That right there, you know what that means, that sentence? Let me read that sentence to you one more time, folks. Listen. The joint effort, Department of Justice, DOJ, the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and the Treasury Department, they are ecstatic here, found that Binance allowed illicit transactions, including those supporting terrorism and illegal narcotics, and failed to implement anti-money laundering controls. You know what that means? Crypto is about to be regulated. U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland emphasized that Binance prioritized its profits over the safety of American people. As part of the settlement, Binance will continue to operate with new compliance rules and an independent monitor. They do not like things to be decentralized, and unfortunately, the last guy they had to take out to give the entire crypto community, pro-libertarian, pro-independent, pro-leave-it-to-me, pro-decentralized, all of that, they gave them a black eye, and now they don't have anybody else to go to after this story. Go ahead, Adam.
Yeah, correct. Black eye. You hit the nail on the head, Pat. This is just another black eye for the crypto industry. And if you've been paying, I know we have a sort of a bigger libertarian crypto audience. I have some Bitcoin, Ethereum. It's something I've been invested in for years. You know, percentage of my asset allocation, my portfolio. But Bitcoin's been what? They're up
36,000.
Yeah, they're up big in the last 2 months, big time. And it's just kind of like they can't get out of their own way. First it was Sam Bankman-Fried. Now it's Binance, CZ. By the way, Binance, CZ, way bigger than FTX, way bigger than Coinbase, massive. I think they're the #1 crypto platform in the world by far.
Well, and the way it was exploding and the numbers they were using, yes. The white hat in all this is a guy named Brian Armstrong, who's the CEO of Coinbase. And CZ actually called him when he knew his ass was in trouble. He knew it. And Brian Armstrong came out and was like, hey, I told you. So there are people that are trying to push the good side of crypto, personal security, personal, an alternative to fiat currency, all these things on the good ways. And then these idiots, combination of SBF and CZ, have given the government what they want. The government wants to control everything, and they have played into it. And Brian Armstrong was very, very adamant about this, and I'll be adamant about this. Something that was good, that could coexist with fiat currency and other things around the world, gets effed up by bad actors. And here comes the government. Hey, wait, I'll fix that. Okay. Listen to the 3 agencies, departments of governments that Pat just said. We've got law enforcement, then we've got, financial regulation. We got everybody that says, okay, don't mess with my fiat. There'll be one central bank and it'll be me. Don't need you guys running around like this, and they're going to put it under control.
And look, I live in Miami. We all know that Miami's sort of become the crypto hub of the United States, if not the world. And I have friends in the industry, and I've seen what's going on there. And I've interviewed a lot of people, especially man on the street style, at the Bitcoin conference, which has been going on in Miami for the last handful of years, all the events that's going on. And I asked these guys who are huge, huge believers in Bitcoin and crypto, I said, what's your asset allocation strategy? Meaning, how much do you have in cash? How much do you have in stocks? How much do you have in bonds? How much do you have in crypto? Just kind of like diversification. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, as they say. You have no idea how many people are like, dude, I'm all in. I'm all in on crypto, man. 100%. Like, how do you pay rent? They're like, yeah, I keep a couple bucks just to pay rent, whatever, but I'm 100% all in. That is a very, very scary situation, right? Because I'm a big, keep a percentage in cash, keep a percentage, and a majority of my money is in index funds or mutual funds and stock market. Obviously, Pat, you've got, 150 million ain't what it used to be, but I know you're big into the cards and everything and commodities and gold for that matter. And I know you have a little percentage, whether it's 2% or 5% in the crypto space. I've done the exact same thing. But these guys out there that are putting 90, 100% of their portfolio in crypto,
Do they know
it's
something that we
basically
don't know?
gambling. Yeah, they know how to lose money.
Oh, that's what it is.
Well, there's a lot going on, and you got the mayor of Miami, Francis Suarez. Happy Thanksgiving, Francis. Paid in crypto. I think he's the only U.S. mayor that's paid in the alternative currency. That's something to keep an eye on. Maybe we get Suarez and a bunch of people here for a podcast.
When you get,
future.
by the way, Mayor Suarez is a stud. Love that guy, but he gets his mayoral salary in crypto, which is like less than 50 grand, I would assume. He ain't taking his real money from his legal firm.
No.
And
Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen said in a release Tuesday that the exchange allowed illicit actors to make more than 100,000 transactions that supported activities such as terrorism and illegal narcotics, that it allowed more than 1.5 million virtual currency trades that violated U.S. sanctions. So it allowed transactions associated with terrorist groups such as Hamas, Al-Qassam brigades, Palestinian Islamic Jihad, Al-Qaeda, and ISIS. Yellen said in the release, noting Binance never filed a single suspicious... Like what
the fuck are you thinking?
Dude, U.S.
Right.
If I'm in that space, I'm so... U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland said in a press conference Tuesday that the fine is
Stay right there,
one of the largest penalties we've ever obtained. Using new technology to break the law does not make you a disruptor. It makes you a criminal. Binance prioritizes profits over safety of American people. Okay, so let me give you what I think
go back
about.
up, Rob?
Let me give you what I think about this year. So, for example, OnlyFans. All right, OnlyFans. You know what the market value of OnlyFans is? What's the number we looked at the other? It was a weird number. OnlyFans market cap.
Yeah, you're talking about
was
the
it
UK?
18 billion or 28 billion? There's a OnlyFans market cap 32 billion. It's a big number, whatever their market cap is. Can you look it up if it's? Anyway, it's a big number. It's not a small number. What OnlyFans market cap is. So imagine one day you build this business for fans to find others, and then all of a sudden you're seeing what it's turning into. And you're like, hey, man, we're kind of getting
Money.
Why, Pat? What's going on OnlyFans?
legal,
is it not,
it's this, it's that,
is it
it's
not
that.
just wholesome
So
family fun?
guess what? You make a decision, it runs off. Now it's worth $30 billion. Okay. Is it illegal? No. But when you think about if Tom, if you ever went to a business networking event and a guy asked you a question, hey, Tom, can I get 60 minutes with you? And he said, yeah, you can find me on OnlyFans. Do you know what? If you told me something like that, I like a business networking event, I would say, this guy, you sell pictures of your toes? You sell pictures, like, what do you do? What are you selling me?
he
It's
does.
kind of
How
weird.
Tom
right?
made all his
Now,
money.
by the way, here's the thing. If you do want to ask Tom any question and have a 60-minute call with Tom, Vinny, Adam, myself, even Rob, you can find it on Minect, Minnect. Rob, if you want to put Minect up there so people
Hell
can
yeah.
see it. I don't know. You've had 500 plus people ask you questions on Minect. Tom, you're up there. God knows how many different.
Yeah.
Go download the app Minect and connect with anybody you want and ask them questions. There's a bunch of people you can ask questions on Minect, and they get back to you. Matter of fact, there was a guy the other day asked 10 questions of 10 different realtors who are professional realtors, winners, and he got 10 different answers on how to win in today's economy as a realtor. So you'll find a bunch of different people here that you can ask questions on Minect. But here's the point. The point is, with Binance, when you see all of a sudden money is coming in from Al-Qaeda, from Hamas, for your CFO comes in and says, hey, boss, what's that? We just saw $5.2 million from Palestinian Islamic Jihad. What do we do? Well, why don't you just categorize it PIJ? Yeah, but it's the jihad. Yeah, how much money was it? This much. Okay, what's the big deal? Hey, we just got some money that came in from Al-Qaeda. How much was it? 2.2 million. Hey, we just got some. I mean, you have to know these are things that you have to pay. In a financial industry, we would get some weird things that would come up. Very weird things that would come up that we have to take a look at it. Go ahead, Tom. I feel like you want to say something.
No, I'm agreeing with you. The suspicious activity report runs from nuisance all the way to protection. Nuisance. You sold your car for $15,000. You go to put money in the bank, and you'll notice if you bring cash to the window, you have to initial that form and say, where did this come from? Because it's more than $10,000. If you do that, I did this recently, and guy had a cashier's check. We went to the window, and the lady at Chase says, well, you need to do this. What's this for? What's it for? Well, I sold the car who's the buyer, blah, blah, blah. That is a form of a suspicious activity report. One level, I found that kind of intrusive. Gosh, all I did was sell a car. It's 15 grand. It's not 150 grand. And on the other side, they're trying to protect people. And here you got Binance out there facilitating transactions with hi, listen, I sent $4.5 million to Turkey. I didn't get my Stinger missiles. No, you need to call FedEx. They're the ones delivering those. Binance didn't do what it's supposed to because we as Americans can see it. And sometimes it's, annoying. Like the example I just gave, selling a car. But at the other end of it, this is supposed to protect us when it's like, where's this money coming from? What was bought with this? What's going on? Giant transactions for artwork and other things and jewelry are quickly explainable. Big, giant chunks of money for other things, like for buying a property, are quickly explainable. When you have millions of dollars going from Cartagena to Mexico City and bouncing through a Bahamian bank, maybe we should look into that. That's probably a couple tons of powdered sugar that's moving around.
Right.
And Binance was supposed to be there. These are suspicious activities that the reporting and the investigation of them is supposed to give leads to the DEA and to defenses around the world to protect citizens.
And one more thing, what Vinny and I always joke when they say, like, nothing to see here, nothing. There's always something to see
100%.
there. And essentially, what this comes down to two things: fraud and crime, and basically his inability to even look the other way when you're talking about money laundering and failing to prevent money laundering. I love the example that Pat gave about OnlyFans. Yeah, it's like, all right, nothing to see here. It's all good. But there's a big difference between seeing some titties and seeing some terrorists and terrorist activities. Big difference. So at what point, when you're dealing
Maybe one
with...
of the most powerful quotes you ever given.
Thank you, sir.
Titty's a terrorist.
Titties a terrorist. Ways to go. But the difference is when you're talking about Islamic Jihad and Al-Qaeda and ISIS and Hamas. They are in that category, ladies and gentlemen. And just turning a blind eye to this, at what point do your morals become more important than money? And clearly, he didn't give a shit.
Nope.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.